Hi, y'all. Today, step 8. Guess what we're talking about? So, I just got done with one of my favorite workouts, which I will explain to you in a little bit. But because we are talking about step 8, which is the A in the Wise Woman process, awesome exercise, I'm going to share with you why exercise is not only very important, but what it does for us and why it's a part of the Wise Woman process. So those of you who do not know who I am, you really should know who I am by now, though, right? I mean, I've been with you for a few days here, but my name is Terry Dale, and I'm a functional diagnostic nutritionist, also the author of 2 best-selling Amazon books, as well as my first book, I Refuse Chemo, is in bookstores all around the country, including Barnes and Noble and many others. So check that out if you have not already. But my first book inspired me to write this book for you, my second book, which is called Refuse Diabetes, which is why I wrote it, is for you. The Wise Woman process is a 9-step process that I teach all of my clients who are struggling with pre-type 2, even type 1 diabetes, and just to really help them. Because if anybody understands what it's like to be diagnosed with a disease that's pretty scary, it is me. So again, today we're talking about the A in the Wise Woman process. It's called awesome exercise. I'm going to start with a story like I always do. I want to introduce you to a client of mine. Her name is Diane. And Diane came to me actually in this very office. She came stomping in one day with a big old boot on, right? One of those casts, those boot casts. And she came clumping in and she's like, yeah, hi, my name is Diane. I'm sorry, I'm really clumsy and I end up injuring myself all the time, but I'm a type 1 diabetic and I can't lose weight. I don't feel well. And she heard about my program and she wanted to learn more about it. But she said, my idea is that I will start working with you in 8 to 9 weeks after I get my cast off because I can't exercise. I said, exercise is very important, yes, but you don't need to exercise in order to lose body fat and to start the healing process of your body and lose weight. So if her primary goal is to lose weight, I said there's no better time than the present to get started. So we talked a lot about that. And bottom line, she ended up, after the consultation, she ended up starting to work with me. And 8 weeks into her program, when she got her cast off, she had already lost 10 pounds of body fat, was down 3% body fat, lost 10 pounds of fat, 3% body fat, and she was down like 12 inches, right? So again, this happens all the time where, if you put the right things in the right place, in the right order, you totally can still feel better, start to reverse your diabetes, heal your body. And even though exercise is extremely important, there's some times when a person can't exercise. I have a lot of clients that will start with me who don't feel very well, or they have injuries, or even throughout the course of their program, they get injured and they can't exercise. So again, we're going to talk a lot about the importance of exercise today, but just know that it's a part of the 9 steps. You don't just exercise to heal your body. You don't just do one thing. You have to do all these 9 steps. And exercise, again, is just a part of it. But exercise is awesome, right? That's why I called it awesome exercise. I, in fact, try to exercise 3 to 4 times a week. You don't need to be excessive about it. I personally, my favorite workout is cycle or spin classes. In fact, this is why I'm wearing a Beat Boss bandana, because I'm actually certified in Beat Boss cycle, and I teach it, and I actually go around the country representing Beat Boss as one of their master presenters. So I love, this is a part of my little side, hobby that I enjoy doing, because again, what exercise does for you guys, it makes you feel amazing. Those of you who can't exercise or don't exercise, I understand. So we always start with what you can do so we can get you to the point where you can work out more often, because working out and exercising for your health and for your mental state is really important. But actually lose body fat, it's not the main reason why we exercise, okay? So again, exercise has a lot of amazing positive things that happen to, in fact, it lowers blood sugar, it helps increase insulin sensitivity, but the main thing it does is it releases endorphins. So again, this is the 8th step out of our 9 in the Wise Woman process, and there's so many benefits to it, right? It helps decrease anxiety. It boosts your energy. It raises the HDL and decreases the LDL cholesterol. It improves your circulation, and it also lowers your blood pressure. I mean, the list is on and on. And we really go into more detail on that inside the academy. But I just want you guys to know that I think for me, one of the hugest things about exercise is how it makes you feel. Now, going into exercise, sometimes you don't feel like it, and I get it. I get it. So we talk a lot about in the academy, what if I don't feel like exercising? First of all, what if you can't exercise, which is totally fine. We start you with the steps in the Wise Woman process, and then we eventually get you to the point where you can exercise. But then there's going to be times, even when you do exercise and can exercise, that you don't feel like it, right? If we listen to our emotions every time we didn't want to do something, we wouldn't be doing much. Okay, so again, we talk about that mindset blueprint a lot in regards to exercise. Remember the story you're telling yourself, the feeling that you have about the exercise. It always will produce the motion, which also produces the outcome. Okay. So again, for example, if the story you're telling yourself is, I don't feel like working out today, what's that you're going to feel? You're going to feel lazy, guilty, unmotivated, which the motion then creates you to lay around, overeat, possibly binge. And the outcome is you're disappointed in yourself. You have high sugars and weight gain, and you're not improving your diabetes. So what we do is we really work on the mindset, and we find a story that you can use to change how you feel. So one of the stories can be, I'm going to honor my commitment to get healthier. When you say that story to yourself, you feel motivated, positive, and determined. The motion is you actually go work out and you make good food choices, and then the outcome is you feel amazing, you're proud of yourself, and you develop a habit. Now, again, that sounds a lot easier on paper than it is, but in the academy, we do a lot of that life coaching. So we talk a lot about that. And once we can also manage your mind and your brain, right, we will be able to help you with that and get you on a more of a habitual mindset of exercising, eating healthy, and putting these 9 steps into place. Endorphins. Oh my gosh. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that when it hits the brain, it gives you this sense of well-being. It's one of the ways to stimulate the production of that feel-good neurotransmitter, dopamine. So it releases endorphins, and when you exercise, all of that is just a part of it. So exercise affects us in many ways. It affects our attitudes, our energy, it affects our muscles, how we look, it affects internally how our bodies are healing. So it's very important that we get you to the point where you can exercise. And like I said before, sometimes people can't exercise right away. So there's many different kinds of exercise. So I will help you determine what is best for you. Some people can't lift weights right away. So they might be able to walk. They might be able to sit and do chair exercises. They might be able to do something a little bit more intense like cycle classes or aerobics, yoga, whatever that is. We are going to discuss what will be the best kind of exercise for you. And again, if you are injured and you can't exercise, it's okay. It is actually okay, because we will really focus on the other parts of the program that we can. And then eventually when you're not injured and you are feeling better, we will find one that works for you. Okay. Again, to recap, we here at the Diabetes Lifestyle Coaching Academy want to and will help you with your lifestyle part of your prescription, okay? And exercise here is a huge part of that. So whether or not you can or cannot exercise, we are going to help you determine which exercises are best for you. And if you can't exercise, what are some options that you have? And we'll really start focusing on how to get you to the point where exercise actually feels amazing and becomes a habit for you, okay? So it's very exciting. And again, you have to remember that tomorrow we are wrapping up our series in the 9-step Wise Woman process. And I've been holding out on you. As I shared with you yesterday, I have a surprise for you. It's a secret that I'm going to reveal that is going to help you with the success of your journey doing the Wise Woman process. I'm so excited to share this with you, and you're going to find out tomorrow. So you've got to make sure that you open up your email and watch the video tomorrow, because I am making the big reveal. This is going to blow you away, because I don't know of anybody else is doing this, right? And you are going to have special privilege to this big surprise. All right. So anyway, stay tuned and we will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure that you, if you can, go exercise tonight. Why don't you go for a walk? Do something that gets those endorphins up. And we will see you tomorrow for our last step, which is the end. I'm so excited. Talk to you later. Bye.